QRC and Mark IV with Walker Filtration on the side is underway here as our first car on track for timed qualifying. 15.705, lap number 1. Let's see what he can do here on lap number 2. Coming off the final corner, 15.7 first time by, 15.382. So Mitchell improves, picks up quite a bit there on the second lap. Coming up next, we're going to have another 19, but this time it's the AZ of Hayden Reinbold on track, the driver out of Gilbert, Arizona, driving for Reinbold Underwood Motorsports with AME Electrical on the side of that car. So Hayden Reinbold picking up green flag last time by. He'll come down to complete lap number 1. 15.382 is what he's got to beat. 16 flat. Little skippy through 1 and 2. He's got to get the back end of that car to settle down. And then 3 and 4 is a spot that he's admitted he's been struggling with all week here in Ocala, Florida. He doesn't look bad there. He's got the car doing what he wants. How about it this time by? He improves to a 15.788. Good lap there for Hayden Reinbold. Lap number 1 was not what he wanted, but lap number 2 sure was a lot better. We move on now to the third car in order here for single car qualifying aboard the Tom Malloy, number 25 with Trent Shoring and Rodella Specialty Fabrication on the side from Sutter, California. It's Mr. Logan Seavey. Seavey's first lap goes straight to the top, 14.963. Let's see what he can do here on lap number 2. Going to work, running a good midway down the back straightaway. Arcs it high into 3 and 4. I think this is going to be a good lap. 14.9 last time by. What is it here? 14.8. Have yourself a lap, Logan Seavey. Looking good there to conclude his qualifying effort. So here we go. This driver struggled a little bit after getting caught up in an issue with Buckwalter over in turn 4 once we restarted on Saturday in the first feature of the year from Bixby, Oklahoma, driving for Dave Mack Motorsports in the 08. Cannon McIntosh coming down to complete lap number 1 here. 14.8 what he's got to beat. He gets right close, 14.976. McIntosh is digging off a 2. Let's see what he can do here. He looks solid as he takes it down into 3 and 4. Seavey's just out ahead of him by 1/10 of a second. McIntosh at the line. What's it look like? It improves, but not enough to take over the top spot. McIntosh 14.916 to Logan Seavey's 14.800. Coming up next, it's another 19. We've got all 3 19-numbered cars on the track in this first qualifying group. This time out of Waco, Texas in 19A for Reinbold Underwood Motorsports with AME Electrical and Bush's Chicken on the side. It is Chase Randall. Randall's first lap, what is it? Not bad. 15.139. So a little bit quicker than his teammate, Hayden Reinbold. Let's see what lap number 2 can do here. Can he get down below the 15-second barrier at the line? 15.43. So unfortunately he's not able to crack the front row. But Chase Randall, good start to the session here. When you go early, you just got to get as far up the board as you can because you know you got fast guys coming later on in the run group, so you got to do your best and do damage when you get the chance. On track now in the 57A out of Carl Junction, Missouri for Rab Racing with Howard Law on the side of that spike chassis with a Stanton SR11 under the hood. Andrew Felker's first lap. Where is it on the board? I don't see it. Here we go, coming around. Let's see what the 57 can do here. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I can't see Felker because it's Daniel Robinson. I don't know where. I was reading the 57A. This is the 57K of Daniel Robinson. Apologies. Robinson, where does he slot in? 4th quick with a time of 15.354. So, again, apologies there. Looking at the 57K, not the 57A. Up next from Fort Myers, Florida, in the number 41 for OMR Motorsports with RV Doctor and Sun Pest Control on the side. Here comes one of our Rookie of the Year contenders, Oliver Akert, a home state racer. Lap number 1 out of the box, 16.649. That puts him 7th out of 7 cars to take time here. But we've seen almost everybody pick up speed in their second lap here. What can the 41 do here for Akert? He improves to a 16.415, but it's going to keep him 7th on the time charts. 3 more cars to go here. 2 more cars to go. Actually, 1 car to go in Hot Lap Group number 1. We go from one Rookie of the Year contender to another. Now, out of Colby, Kansas, driving for Keith Coons, Curb, Agajanian Motorsports with Toyota and JBL on the side of the car, the 01 of Bryant Wiedemann. Wiedemann's first lap is going to be not bad. Puts him all the way up to 4th quick thanks to a 15.195. But he's got to crack that 15-second barrier if he wants to get up on the front row here. Wiedemann jumping and jiving through 3 and 4. At the line, does he improve? Yes, he does. It's good, but he does not get below 15 seconds. He leapfrogs over Chase Randall to put the 0-1 from Keith Coons with Curb Agajanian. Third quick so far. So just like that, we've moved through group number 1 of qualifying. And so far, it's Logan Seavey on top with a 14.800. That's the driver out of Sutter, California for Tom Malloy with Trench Shoring and Rodella Specialty Fabrication on the side. Cannon McIntosh, second quick. Bryant Wiedemann, third. Chase Randall, fourth. Daniel Robinson, fifth. 19M of Ethan Mitchell is sixth. Hayden Reinbold, seventh. And Oliver Akert, eighth. Pushing Hot Lap Groups number 1 back up out of turn 1. And we'll get ready to go with Hot Laps Group number 2 here in qualifying.
Georgia's Chase Elliott in the 84. Muskogee, Oklahoma's Cade Morton in the 71. Kevin Thomas Jr., opening night's fast qualifier. He's in car number 5. Talented Emerson Axum from Franklin, Indiana in the 15. Brenham Crouch, another of our Rookie of the Year candidates. He drives car 97. He's from Lubbock, Texas. Emilio Hoover from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma in the 21K. The defending national champion from Canton, Illinois. That's Chris Wyndham in the NOS 89. J-Mac, Jason Mcdougall from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma in the 4.
So getting ready to go with Hot Laps Group number 2 here in qualifying. Chase Elliott will be the first one out. Kaylee Bryson. Then it'll be Kevin Thomas Jr., followed by his teammate at Petrie Motorsports, Emerson Axum, Brenham Crouch, Emilio Hoover, Chris Wyndham, Jason Mcdougall, and Taylor Reimer. And there you see the number 84. Let's see what Chase can do here out of turns 3 and 4. Green flag in the air. The reigning NASCAR Cup Series champion goes to work here for 2 laps of very fast qualifying. The 3/8 mile D-shaped clay oval here in Ocala, Florida that they call Bubba Raceway Park. Elliott staring right out that right side window. Let's see what he does here. Good lap for Elliott, 15 flat. First time by, that puts him third quick here overall. Let's see if he can improve. All these drivers are going to be looking for a little higher exit off turn 4. Oh, no, and Elliott gets just a bit too much exit on turn number 4, and he goes around, and that's obviously going to kill lap number 2, but you absolutely cannot say the dude is not going for it absolutely every single lap he's out here. Elliott's first lap is still good enough to put him third. You don't know what that second lap could have been because, boy, he was digging up off of turn number 4. Boy, the weather in Indianapolis, I'm getting told, is not nearly as nice as the weather we have here in Ocala, Florida. Wheeler, if I could read that over the broadcast, I would. But boy, I like this job way too much, and I got plenty of people looking for every reason to change that. So Chase Elliott loops it coming off of turn 4, first spin we've had in qualifying this weekend. But boy, it's not for anything other than the fact that the dude was digging. Kaylee Bryson out on track now in the 71. I think they're going to let her kind of roll around here and build up some speed because my guess is they sent her out and Elliott went for that spin and then they had her hold up. So I think Bryson should be coming to see the green flag this time. She may actually, they're showing green flag. Yeah, so this is her first green flag lap right here. Okay, so Kaylee Bryson working on lap number 1 here. See what she can do. Chase Elliott's lap before he went around was a 15 flat. That's good for third quick. Let's see what Bryson can do here for Keith Coons with Curb Agajanian. Jumps up to 8th thanks to a 15.496. Like I said, we've seen almost everybody improve on lap number 2 except for Chase Randall and Chase Elliott. That's only because he went around. What does Kaylee Bryson have here? Good enough to jump up to 6th. She improves as well on lap number 2, a 15.252. So good work there for Miss Kaylee Bryson, again driving for Keith Coons with Curb Agajanian on the side of the car there, the young lady out of Oklahoma. Here comes the Heartbreak Kid from Friday night, Kevin Thomas Jr. in the number 5 for Petrie Motorsports with FK rod ends and gray auto on the side of the car. He was leading the semi with only 4 laps to go when the engine went south on him, and he was not able to even get to the grid in time to take a championship provisional. So first lap here for KTJ. How's it look? Pretty darn good. How about it? 14.666. KTJ goes to the top on lap number 2 here. I didn't even see his first lap. It was so darn quick. Kevin Thomas Jr., your new provisional pole here in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. His teammate, the number 15 from Petrie Motorsports, you see at FK Rod Ends on the side of the car, as well as Kaiser Aluminum Wheels and Mobile One. This is Emerson Axum, the young man out of Franklin, Indiana. Lap number 1. Where is it? Emerson Axum takes Petrie to the front row. They're going to lock it out if things stay this way. Axum, P2, 14.789. Can he best his teammate, KTJ? He does. Axum to the top, 14.540. Ooh, he lets his breath out after that one. Axum up on the wheel. So KTJ had the pole for about 30 seconds because that's how long it took for Axum to make 2 laps here around Bubba Raceway Park. Will the time stand? I don't know, but if it does, Petrie Motorsports could be locking out the front row here in qualifying. You got to remember, we're still going to invert the top 6 for our 3 heat races, but to lock out the front row would be pretty impressive for Petrie and both Emerson as well as KTJ. We move on now to our next car here in qualifying group number 2 out of Lubbock, Texas, driving for KKM. Here it is, Brenham Crouch, another one of our Rookie of the Year contenders. Lap 1 of 15.632. Crouch jumps up to 9th thanks to a 15.299. Next car up to take time, the 21K of Emilio Hoover out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. You know, it's funny, you've got so many midget drivers this weekend entered, and you've got such good national midget caliber drivers from the state of Oklahoma, and sometimes you sit there and you scratch your head and wonder, why is that? But think about it. If you grew up in the home state of the Chili Bowl Nationals, wouldn't you want to learn how to drive a midget and put everything you had into it? That's what Emilio Hoover is doing, chasing Rookie of the Year points. 15.527, first time by for the driver from Team Ripper. Slowed down on lap 2 a little bit, but he currently sits 12th overall with Hayden Reinbold and Oliver Akert right behind him. Here we go. One driver who's not chasing Rookie of the Year points anymore. He's trying to go back-to-back in NOS Energy Drink National Midget Championship titles. Here we go. The number 89 NOS Energy Drink sponsored machine from Chad Boat Industries. It's Big Daddy, Chris Windham. Lap number 1 for last year's winner of night number 2 at Winter Dirt Games. Puts him third quick of 14.795. Can he break the Petrie Motorsports' hold on the front row here? Windham off the final corner. He's got to beat a 14.6 to get to the front, and he does. He knocks KTJ down to third. Windham splits the Petrie Motorsports cars with a lap of 14.577. So Windham now up to second. KTJ down to third. Emerson Axum from Franklin, Indiana, sitting on top as they run right now. Jason Mcdougal here in the number 4, working hard through 3 and 4. How about at lap number 1? What's it look like for J-Mac? Third quick, 14.654. Mcdougal trying to pick up a little bit of speed right here on lap number 2. He makes a big, aggressive arc in through 3 and 4. He's trying to get up in that loose dirt, find him a little bit of grip, and it works. J-Mac top time, 14.432. Here in Fatheads Eyewear, quick time qualifying, it's getting a little muy caliente at the front of the field. The sharp end of the time chart is constantly getting swapped. Emerson Axum took it from KTJ, who took it from Logan Seavey, and now Jason Mcdougal throws his hat into the ring. He takes over the top spot. Taylor Reimer for Dave Mack Motorsports, the number 25, working her way around. Let's see what she can do. Lap number 1 of 15.601. Can she climb out of the top 15 here? Lap number 2, it's very good. Reimer goes to 7th, 14.977. The cheerleader from the University of Oklahoma. She doesn't just stay on the sidelines and cheer. She can get right down in the middle of it and take it to them. Great improvement for the 25K of Taylor Reimer, the young lady from Bixby, Oklahoma, for Dave Mack Motorsports with D.A. McIntosh, DriveWFX.com, and Reimer Law on the side. Reimer goes from 15th on lap 1 up to 7th. It's a 14.977. That is definitely the biggest improvement we've seen from lap 2, from lap 1 to lap 2 all night long. driver's doing a good job at working a little bit higher up through the corner to go find that loose dirt, a little bit more grip in there with that extra moisture that hasn't been packed in and shoved down into the dirt yet. Everybody trying to find that speed off of through the exit of turn number 4. Obviously, Chase Elliott was doing just that, JJ, and it came around and bit him. But, boy, I mean, I love it. You love to see it. The guy was quick. We got one more qualifying group to go, and he was originally 3rd quick when he went around after his 2nd lap. He slipped down to 8th now because we've had a lot of shuffling at the very top. But with the top 6 being inverted, Chase Elliott's going to just miss that, obviously. And with 3 heat races, the top 5 are going to move on. So we'll wait to see where heat races get lined up. We've got one more group of qualifying to go. But, Chris Windham told me he's just been soaking everything up. He's been a sponge. And I think you can see that every single night. Thanks to Jacob Quick for checking in and watching live here on Flow Racing. I'll tell you this, I don't get to him as much as I'd like. I really would like to have everybody tell us where they're watching from. Clinton Boyles is tuned in to USAC Nation on Flow Racing, listening to TLP Voice from the Garage OSR. Where should we take these Rams Racing Midgets to play this year? Well, Boyles, I miss you. So I want you to bring them everywhere. Can you get here before the semi? Like, I don't know, man. I'd love to see you here. Speaking of Rams Racing, there's their old driver, Justin Grant, heading out on the track right now. Rick Young, Jeff Taylor, wish you guys were here. Can't wait for Midget Week, but I hope you're on track way before that. Here we go. JG, Justin Grant going to work right here. He puts those rear tires up in the loose stuff. He sees the green flag. We're off and running here for Justin Grant. He's going to go up there and try to get J-Mac, who's got the top spot with a 14.432 here in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. Grant looks good. He's going to come off 3 and 4 here. What's lap number 1 for the driver from Ione, California? 5th quick, a 14.703. I think he's going to pick up, and I think he's going to pick up quite a bit here in lap number 2, the 2J, coming off that 2nd place finish in the Chili Bowl Nationals at the beginning of the year. At the line, what's it do here for Grant? Quick, but not quick enough. Lap number 2, even better for the 2J. Grant goes to 2nd, 14.532. Now his teammate from RMS Racing with an EnviroFab on the side of that bright pink car. It's T-Mez, Thomas Meserol, making his way on his first lap around the track. Everybody working up through 3 and 4 to find a little bit extra grip. T-Mez's first lap, what's it look like here? 6th quick. So Grant's first lap, good for 5th. T-Mez's first lap, good for 6th quick, 14.697. What does T-Mez have here on lap number 2? Bouncing through 3 and 4. Good exit off the final corner. Can he improve? He does. And he jumps over Kevin Thomas Jr. to go P5. So T-Mez throws down a 14.578. That's good for 5th with the 7X EnviroFab sponsored machine from RMS Racing. Now the number 88 taking time from Minden, Nevada, driving for Dave Mack Motorsports, Tanner Thorson. He told us in our speed dating segment that his friends would say he's crazy. He's crazy fast, 14.506. Thorson's first lap puts him 2nd on the board. Let's see what he can do here on lap number 2. He's got to beat a 14.432 to take it away from Mcdougall. Thorson does it. 14.325. Thorson goes to the top, knocking Jason Mcdougall off clear of a 1/10 of a second. That is going to be a very tough lap to beat. Trey Gropp, Buddy Kofoid, Cade Morton, Tanner Carrick, Dason Pursley, and Max McLaughlin still to go. Tanner Thorson finished 2nd in night number 1. He's trying to do it one better here on night number 2. Trey Gropp from Lincoln, Nebraska in the 21 KS with those mismatched front to rear colored wheels that I love so much. Driving for Flea Ruzick and Team Ripper. Coming out of the final corner, what's it look like here for Trey Gropp? Looking for him on our leaderboard here. I can't find Trey Gropp. There he is, Trey Gropp. So I think I need to refresh my race monitor. Yes, I do. It's not running anymore, so apologies for that. We're going to disconnect and reconnect there. As now we go to the 67 here of Buddy Kofoid, winner from night number 1. It was broken up over 2 different days, so he had to do a lot of work to get that first win of the year. At the start-finish line, lap number 2. Not going to be anything to crack the top 4 here. That's 5th quick for Buddy Kofoid. I apologize, folks. Trying to get Race Monitor back up and running here, so sorry for the dip in bringing you what they're doing. So now we move to our last 4 cars. The 8M of Cade Morton from Coweta, Oklahoma. I hope I'm saying that right. I know the Oklahomans, the Okies from Muskogee. I want to get those town names right. So apologies if I'm not. Here comes Cade Morton from Coweta, working through 3 and 4. Cade Morton's second lap of 15.556. Tanner Carrick now on the track right here, the 98K. Out of Lincoln, California for Keith Coons, Curb Agajanian Motorsports with CVC Concrete on the side. Here he comes around to lay down lap number 1. Carrick gets up to 11th, bumping Taylor Reimer down to P12. So Carrick with a 14.925 just outside the top 10 here. Let's see what Carrick can do. Throwing a little bit of Florida sand and clay here. Lap number 2 is a good one, 14.758. Lap number 1 was a 14.9, picks up almost 2 full tenths of a second, 14.758. 2 cars left to go here. This driver started on the pole for the first feature of the year. It is the 71K of Dason Pursley, driving for Keith Coons, Curb Agajanian Motorsports with IWX and TRD on the side. Lap number 1 here for the 71K goes to 9th. Thanks to 14.668, Pursley dumps his teammate down to 10th. Tanner Carrick slides down a position. Pursley a 14.668, lap number 2 at the line. How's it look? Good enough to leapfrog a few cars and go 6th quick, 14.551. So now our final car here in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying, the Z8 from Mooresville, North Carolina. It is Max McLaughlin, driving for Bundy Built Motorsports with Attitude Fabrication and FK Indy on the side. McLaughlin's first lap here, let's see what it is. Jumps up to 14th. That car does not sound good as it flies by us here on the front straightaway, and you see it on your monitor. He is going to slow down, pull to the inside. So McLaughlin lays down only 1 lap, which is a shame because you imagine that he would improve just like almost everybody has. But Fatheads Eyewear qualifying comes to a close and scoring. Fatheads Eyewear, quick time of the night. Tanner Thorson in the number 88 for Dave Mack Motorsports, besting Jason Mcdougall here in the last group of the night. Mcdougall slips to second with a 14.432. JG, Justin Grant, puts the 2J for RMS in third. Emerson Axum waves the flag for Petrie Motorsports in fourth. Buddy Kofoid, winner of night number 1 here at Winter Dirt Games 12, completes your Fast 5. Dason Pursley is 6th. Chris Wyndham 7th. Timez is 8th. KTJ 9th. And Tanner Carrick rounds out the top 10 after qualifying here. Logan Seavey 11th. Cannon McIntosh 12th. Miss Taylor Reimer. Biggest improvement we've seen from lap 1 to lap 2 was Reimer. She ends up 13th. McLaughlin only gets 1 lap in. He puts it 14th, as did Chase Elliott, who will start 15th. Well, he qualifies 15th. He only got 1 lap after looping it. Coming off lap number 2, Trey Gropp is 16th. Wiedemann, Randall, Bryson, and Crouch are your top 20. And rounding out qualifying here for Fatheads Eyewear is going to be Daniel Robinson in the 57A, Ethan Mitchell in the 19M, Emilio Hoover in the 21K, Cade Morton, Hayden Reinbold, and the home state driver Oliver Akert in the number 41. So single car qualifying is done here for the NOS Energy Drink National Midgets, which means now we're going to go to sprint car practice sessions. Then we'll have opening ceremonies. The horn will blow, and midget heats will begin. 8 laps, 3 of them. Top 5 will transfer. So, folks, we're glad you're watching here live on Floor.